Council Rules Course Handbook. Insurance Council of BC, page 2 of 14. This handbook is an accompaniment to the Insurance Council Rules course. You can use this handbook as a reference guide and resource for your professional dealings as an insurance licensee or applicant in British Columbia. Council Rules Course Handbook. Insurance Council of BC, page 3 of 14. Professional Obligations. Regularly review the Insurance Council's website to maintain up-to-date with your professional obligations as a licensee. The Licensee Resources section has important information to support compliance with your regulatory requirements and in carrying out your insurance practice. This includes but are not limited to maintain your license by annual license renewal, which includes submitting a license requirement declaration and an annual license fee for each insurance license you hold. Usual deadline to submit the annual license renewal is June 1st every year. Council Rules and Code of Conduct. Be aware of and comply with your duties and obligations under the Insurance Council's Code of Conduct, Council Rules, Financial Institutions Act, and the Insurance Act. Continuing Education, CE. Complete your mandatory CE requirements for the license period of June 1st, May 31st annually. Review CE guidelines for your license class. Errors and omissions, E&O. Insurance. Ensure your current E&O policy meets the Insurance Council's minimum requirements. Mandatory notifications. Notify the Insurance Council of changes such as your name, address or decisions related to your insurance license. See pages 10 to 11 for more information. Other business activities and conflict of interest. Examine whether a conflict of interest exists throughout the duration of a relationship with a client or insurance company. Contact the Insurance Council for advice to avoid or manage potential conflicts of interest so clients can make informed decisions regarding their insurance transaction. If you have questions about your professional obligations or insurance practice, contact the Insurance Council for guidance to ensure you comply with the Insurance Council's rules and code of conduct. We are always here to help. Case studies. Here are some of the case studies that were reviewed in the Council Rules course to remind you of your professional obligations as a licensee. We strongly encourage you to review the Insurance Council's Code of Conduct to understand your duty as a licensee and stay up to date on the most current requirements. Case Study 1: Note-taking and record-keeping. Naz sold a home insurance policy to her client, Edward, in April 2021. Weeks later, a loss occurs and when Edward submits a claim to the insurer, it was denied as Edward had engaged in business operations in the home beyond incidental office use. Edward follows up with Naz and angrily states that he informed her the business would be operating from his home, which meant clients would attend initial meetings at his residence. According to Naz, Edward confirmed he would not be conducting business at home and would be entirely mobile, other than completing paperwork. Unfortunately, when referring to her notes, Naz did not write down any of the questions she asked Edward nor take detailed notes of their conversations. What could Naz have done differently? Licensees must maintain proper records, which include in-depth notes of client discussions held during each meeting. These notes should indicate the reason for purchasing an insurance product and how it fits a client's needs. Notes to file are especially important when a client makes any changes to a policy. Key takeaway: keeping good records is imperative. No matter how insignificant a conversation or topic may seem, Maintaining records in sufficient detail is crucial in protecting both your clients and your own business. Case Study 2: Proper Conduct. Ming purchased a vehicle replacement policy from Ali in September. She finds a policy that better suits her needs and requested a refund. Ming urgently wants the refund completed before she leaves on holiday. Ali then quickly completed the forms for the refund and attempted to contact Ming several times. When he was unable to contact Ming, knowing that Ming wanted the policy cancelled, Ali signed the cancellation documents on her behalf and submitted them to the insurer. Is signing the documents on behalf of a client appropriate conduct? No, only the client can sign the document. Without the client's signature, the client has not authorized the cancellation nor verified the information on the form. Key takeaway: regularly review the Insurance Council's Code of Conduct to ensure that you are providing advice and services to the public with integrity, competence and good faith. Case Study 3: Client Confidentiality. Reshma has decided to leave ABC Insurance Agency and informed the clients that she was moving to a new agency. During her tenure at ABC Insurance Agency, she built a book of client files that included client names, policy numbers and policy renewal dates.
Reshma has been managing the client files for many years and wants to follow up with them on their auto plan renewal when she moves to a new agency. As such, Reshma saves the client information on a password-protected USB and stores this at home. Is keeping client information on a secure USB a breach of the Insurance Council's client confidentiality guidelines? Yes. While Reshma notified the clients of her resignation from ABC Insurance Agency, she did not obtain express consent from ABC Insurance Agency nor the clients whose information was stored on the flash drive, to copy and retain the information. Compilation, retention, and storage of confidential client information without the agency's or the client's knowledge and consent is contrary to the usual practice of insurance business. Insurers may also have requirements that prohibits the transfer of client information between agencies. Key takeaway: review the Insurance Council's Client Confidentiality Guidelines in Appendix B of the Code of Conduct and the Personal Information Protection Act, PIPA, which govern licensees' activities related to client privacy and existing client privacy legislation. Case Study 4: Mandatory Notifications to the Insurance Council. Sam is licensed with the Insurance Council of British Columbia. He recently declares bankruptcy. Does he have to inform the Insurance Council? Yes, Sam must notify the Insurance Council within 5 business days of declaring bankruptcy by providing written notification and a copy of his bankruptcy documents. Insurance Council staff will be in touch once they have had an opportunity to review the documents. Key takeaway: regularly review your notification requirements on the Insurance Council's website to familiarize yourself with what personal changes or decisions require notification. Other than changes to contact information which requires a 30 calendar day notification, most changes require notification to the Insurance Council within 5 business days. Case Study 5: Handling Funds. Pam is a licensed life and accident and sickness insurance agent in BC. Her client, Tom, asks her to purchase a life insurance policy. After submitting the policy application to the insurer, Tom changed his mind because the premium was too high. Pam, however, felt strongly that Tom should be covered by the insurance policy and decides to withdraw funds from 2 other registered Education Savings Plan, RESP, accounts that Tom held with the insurer. Pam then used the money to pay the premium on the life insurance policy. Tom was unaware that Pam had done this. Did Pam handle her client's funds appropriately? No, Pam mishandled her client's funds and acted contrary to Tom's instructions by not canceling the policy. In addition, the funds from the RESP accounts were used without the client's permission or knowledge. As a result, the money withdrawn from the RESP funds resulted in reduced available funds when Tom's children needed the funds for their education costs. Key takeaway: as an insurance licensee, you have a duty of care to your clients and insurers as they entrust funds to you to facilitate transactions on their behalf. As such, your reliability in handling these funds appropriately is essential in your practice as a licensee. Mishandling of funds is a breach of the Insurance Council's rules and the Code of Conduct. Frequently asked questions. Below are some of the frequently asked questions we receive from licensees. Additional FAQs can be found on our website. Changes to license. Q. I have started another employment or volunteer activity. Do I have to notify the Insurance Council? A. License applicants are required to disclose their other employment and/or business/volunteering activities in their application. License applicants should review the list of other employment and business activities considered by counsel before starting the license application process so that they are aware that a business activity may prevent them from obtaining a license. Current licensees should review the list of other employment and business activities considered by counsel periodically. You don't have to notify the Insurance Council if it's not a business activity similar to one on the list where counsel has declined to issue a license. If you would like further direction, please submit a request for review of other business activities form to the Insurance Council's Practice and Quality Assurance Department. Q. How do I change my contact information? A. You may update your contact information through the Insurance Council's online portal. Q. I'm changing agencies, what do I need to do? A. Both you and your employer must submit a written notification within 5 business days of your last day and you are no longer representing the insurance agency. You should submit a written request to the Insurance Council's licensing department and provide a date on which you are no longer representing an insurance agency. Continuing education, CE. Q. How many CE credits am I required to complete in each license period? A. 8 credits for general insurance licensees and adjusters and 15 credits for life and/or accident and sickness insurance agent. If you have both a general and a life license with the Insurance Council, you are required to satisfy the CE requirements for both licenses. Q. When do I need to complete CE credits biannually? A. You must complete your CE credits by May 31st annually. Q. How and when do I submit my CE credits to the Insurance Council? A. You do not need to submit CE certificates to the Insurance Council annually, but you must keep a record of your CE for 5 license periods. A year runs from June 1st to May 31st. If you are subject to a CE audit, you will be asked to provide course completion certificates at that time. To help you keep track of your CE credits, the Insurance Council has developed a CE self-tracker within the online portal to determine the number of credits required for your current license period. Learn more here. Errors and omissions, E&O. Q. Do I have to submit proof of my E&O renewal to the Insurance Council every year? A. No, you do not have to submit your E&O renewal documents each year. You are required to maintain E&O that meets the Insurance Council's requirements. However, if an E&O audit is initiated by the Insurance Council, you will be asked to produce documents that you have maintained E&O on an ongoing basis. Q. What am I required to do if my E&O insurance ends? A. You must immediately cease conducting insurance activities and notify the Insurance Council. within 5 business days. Your license will be automatically suspended if you remain uninsured for a period exceeding 30 calendar days, so be sure to let the Insurance Council know once your policy is in place. Once your insurance is reinstated, you may return to work. If, however, you remain uninsured for a period exceeding 30 days, your license will be terminated. Mandatory notification requirements: what you need to know. Applicants must disclose any criminal convictions and charges, bankruptcy and consumer proposals, and prior disciplinary actions or refusal of license as part of the license application. Notification requirement: discipline by another regulator, financial, professional, or occupational body. Judgment: legal action in relation to any insurance activities, fraud, or breach of trust. Bankruptcy: charges and convictions, excluding traffic offenses resulting in monetary fines only. What to submit to the Insurance Council: a written explanation of what occurred and why you were disciplined, a copy of the discipline order from the other regulatory body, and any evidence that you have satisfied the requirements of that regulatory body. Copy of judgment. For applicants. Applicants are required to provide the bankruptcy discharge or full performance document. Please see the Insurance Council's website for more details or contact the licensing department. For licensees. Licensees that declare bankruptcy must notify the Insurance Council and provide a copy of their bankruptcy documents. Please see the Insurance Council's website for more details or contact the Practice and Quality Assurance Department. Copy of any supporting documentation. Summary of what occurred, and date of when it occurred and when the charges were laid. Lapse in errors and omissions. Insurance. Immediately cease conducting all insurance business and provide written notification with a copy of the lapsed E&O. Lapsed contract with insurer exceeding 21 calendar days, life and / or ANS agents. Written notification of the automatic suspension, where a life agent no longer has written authorization to represent one insurer authorized to do business in BC, license is automatically suspended without further action. Mandatory notifications. Notification requirement: withdrawal of your authorization to represent an insurance agency, firm, or direct writer. Name change. Withdrawal of supervisor, life and / or ANS agents. What to submit to the Insurance Council. Both the licensee and the agency must submit written notification that the authorization has been withdrawn. Relevant forms are found on the Insurance Council's website. Written notification and name change documents. Instructions on how to submit the corresponding fee will be provided once reviewed. Supervisors of new life and / or accident and sickness agents must provide written notification should a supervisor decide to withdraw as the supervisor before the new life and / or ANS agent's mandatory supervision period is completed. Relevant forms are found on the Insurance Council's website. The supervisor must also provide the reason for ceasing to supervise a new life and / or ANS agent if the reason for ceasing to supervise relates to a new life and / or ANS agent's suitability or conduct as a licensee. After you submit your written notification to us, we will be in touch once we have had an opportunity to review the documents. If you are unsure whether notification is required, please contact us. When there is any doubt, it is best To err on the side of caution and provide notification to the Insurance Council,